Getting new collectibles is fun, and sharing them with an audience is even more fun. Welcome to Mail Time, where I take 6 packages bundled into the same genre of collectible, for my personal collection or for my for sale trade box, and I share those pickups with you. These include football, basketball, hockey, baseball, wrestling, Formula One, non-sport related stuff, comics, movies, music, and video games. Let's see what we got this episode. What's up, everybody? Frank AZHB Collectibles here with another basketball mail time. I have 6 packages as usual and a great background also as usual. Let's hit that background and get to opening these packages. All right, went a little 95-96. Unfortunately, I only have 2 PSA graded ones. One is a The Kid KG PSA 8 rookie. The other is a GOAT Michael Jordan PSA 7. Maybe someday I will upgrade those grades to 9s or something, but those of you familiar with the channel know that I don't really care that much about number grade. I like the card in the slab. Let's get started. Basketball graded. All right, let's see what do we have here. All right, we have everyone's favorite NBA player. We got a Dillon Brooks Optic Shock rookie in a PSA 9 form. It was just really cheap. It was right after all of the playoff drama with him, and I was like, you know what? If I can pick these up for really cheap right now while I can, I might as well. Yeah, I may not like his attitude. Most people don't like his attitude, but he is a good defender for the most part, which you don't see a lot of in the league nowadays. So, you know what? It was cheap enough. Why not? So, Dillon Brooks, PSA 9 Shock. Then we got a Hachimura 9 Optic rookie. He played well last year from what I watched. So, I think he's still Lakers. So, you know, let's see how he does, but I thought he played well in the games that I watched, and you know, he kind of like made a comeback because a million people graded his cards. He kind of like fell off according to people, and then like he got traded to the Lakers. He started playing well. His cards went back up a little bit, but I mean, it was cheap enough. Then there's probably so many of those graded that it's not uncommon. But here we go, Russell Westbrook rookie in that classic 86-87 Fleer design. So pretty cool there, SGC 8.5. They even recreated the back. I love these. I think I have a Kevin Love that looks like this as well with that 86-87 design. I would like to pick up more. I can't remember any other notable rookies from that year. Just because I don't know basketball as well as I do football when it comes to late 2000s. You know, if it's basketball from 80s, basically all of the 80s and all of the 90s and like the first half of the 2000s, I know them really well. But after like half of the 2000s, I kind of like fell off basketball for like 10 years or so. It's still a little tough to watch sometimes, but I've been watching a little bit more. All right, what do we got next? Speaking of those 90s basketball, here we are. This is 100% PC Tim Duncan. Low grade, once again. Those of you familiar know I don't care about grade that much. PSA 7 highlight reel Tim Duncan. I'm pretty sure I have a refractor of this raw, so that's cool. I would like to get that graded someday, but very nice. And more Hall of Fame Topps Chrome, first year Chrome, 96-97 Shaq Diesel PSA 7 profiles with David Robinson, so maybe it's dual Hall of Famer here, but pretty cool. Shaq Diesel, gotta love chrome inserts. Man, chrome inserts are so good. All right, next up, basketball graded, just a single card. Hey, that is a great card to have. I got a ton of the base raw, but I did not have a gold raw or a gold graded. And now here I am with a PSA 9 gold graded before I even get a base graded. So PSA 9, good grade. Got some scratches on the case there a little bit, or you know, the usual up and down scratches. But very cool. First pick in the draft, 93-94. Good old Weber, Hall of Fame. Gotta love it. More graded basketball. Okay. Okay, so we have current day most hated player in the NBA, probably. Okay. And in the 90s, most hated player in the NBA. Christian Laettner, Topps Gold rookie, PSA 9. I had a base. It was either a PSA 8 or 9, I can't remember. So I needed to pick up the gold. I think he's worthy of me picking up his rookies. I wouldn't pick up any other non-rookie Laettner card. But, you know, 92 Dream Team, notable at Duke. You know, he had like a mid-career, or maybe barely above average career. He might have made an all-star game or two. I can't remember. He had a couple good years with the Hawks, I think. So, I don't know, whatever. And this is cool. All right. Robert Horry. We got PSA 8 base. I think he's got, what, 7 rings? He's hit some big shots. So, once again, another one of those players. I'd pick up his rookies. I wouldn't pick up his other base other than his rookies. But cool to have that classic 92-93 Topps. I love this year. Basketball is not as good as football and baseball on the back because there's no stadium, but it is actual somewhat semi-gloss instead of like the paper that you'd see in the baseball and the football. So, and then hey, look at that, a Topps Gold Horry, PSA 9, so it's even better grade than the base. Very nice. Very happy to have. All right. Got 2 packages left. More graded basketball. Is all of this for PC so far? It is. I think I finally got a card in here that'll actually go in my for sale trade box and not in my PC. So, I think it was just really cheap and I pitched it in. Isaiah Roby, Panini Prism draft picks from 2019-20. I don't even know if he's still in the league. PSA 10. Whatever, for sale trade box. And then the one that I got for myself from that seller, Donovan Mitchell, PSA 10. Base Optic from 2019-20. I think this is my second graded Optic Donovan Mitchell card. Yeah, you know, he may not be like top bill performer as, you know, other people in the league, but I think worthy. He's got some pretty good stats, some good career stats. All right, last package. This says graded and raw. So we got some raw stuff. It's not just going to be all graded here. All right, let's do the rest of the graded first. All right, so we do have one more card to go in my for sale trade box. It was probably just really cheap. Jarrett Culver at 2019-20 Prism rookie, PSA 9. Nothing special there. And then let's see this Bosch Chrome rookie in a CSG 8.5. That's nice. That's a keeper. I do have a PSA 8, I think, that I picked up like 9 months ago. And I have one raw that I opened up I got out of a pack in 2003 when I was completing the rookie set in 2003. But, you know, until I get like a PSA 9, I'll just keep stacking, you know, raw or, you know, slightly lower grades or other companies or whatever until I get a PSA 9. And then once I do, I will offload all the rest. So this will go into my PC for now. And then maybe I will upgrade at some point. And then here we are. Here's the raw stuff. So we're starting off metal decade. So that must be out of Fleer metal instead of regular Fleer, because regular Fleer from from 96, 97 on these reprints said decade of excellence. So pretty cool there. It's got like a nice, you know, metal foil on it like you'd normally see on those Fleer metal cards on the front. Pretty plain background, different number of course, but cool. Clyde Drexler rookie reprint metal style. That's pretty cool. We got some Optic let's hit all of the optic first. So there's 4 optics here. All right, so here's a decent pair. Neither of these are numbered, but and that one's really, I think it looks pretty badly miscut. I don't know, but we got a blue Velocity and a hyper pink Jimmy Butler. Great looking cards. What a performance in the playoffs from this guy. You know, we knew he was good, but you know, he really took it to the next level. And playoff Jimmy is a real thing. So I would love to see him continue in this career and get a couple titles. I would love to see it. Moving on, more optic. Then we got, I guess we got a pair of pair of Golden State Warriors here. We got a purple Shock Curry and a blue Hyper Draymond Green. Both worthy of me picking up, so pretty cool. I like optic color as a chrome replacement. Speaking of chrome, here is a Topps Chrome Refractor, season's best refractor from I want to say 98-99. Yes, because it says 97-98 season record. Chrome was always kind of tough to tell because not all of the inserts had that on the back, and then the year on the bottom would just be 1 year. It doesn't, they don't make it clear like Fleer did. But Upper Deck didn't do it either. So beautiful card, Hall of Famer, season's best. I love season's best. These things are absolutely gorgeous. So cool. And this will just go in my refractor box, but it's an X-Fractor from 2008, 2009. I don't remember what it's serially numbered to though. Yep, 0809, and numbered to 288. So super awkward numbered, but this will just go in my refractor box. So it's kind of PC, kind of not, but whatever. And there we go. All right, more future Hall of Fame rookie there in Carmelo. Bowman, I do have one of these. I opened up a lot of these packs back in 2003, 04 year, mainly just to get LeBron and Melo and Bosch and Wade and stuff. And, you know, and I did have a ton of these. Pretty sure I already have this as well. I think it was just so cheap. I said, why not? I might as well pick it up. So you can't go wrong with a Carmelo Anthony rookie. And then final card, Topps 50, the parallel from Flagship Topps from 96-97. Nice foil front. I actually have one of these graded. There it is. But I have it in a PSA 8. So, you know, as mentioned earlier, I will continue picking up cards of this until I get a 9, and then I will offload the rest. That is my goal. You know, even though I don't care that much about number grade, a 9 is like the it's like the base. Like for me, if I have a 9, I never have to worry about ever getting one of those cards again. I won't go for 10s. I don't care. 10s are way overpriced. But really cool. Stephon Marbury, rookie, 50th parallel, which I think were like 1 in every 4 packs or so. Fantastic haul. As you can see, I will spread it out a little bit here now that we're on top cam. Some great stuff. We got most of the graded stuff here is for the personal collection. The only thing that's not is this Jarrett Culver Prism and wow, yeah, I guess that's it. Everything else is PC because I didn't have a Hachimura. The Brooks will go in the PC for now. I mean, I might take them out later. Who knows? But all the graded stuff, I guess, except for the Culver, is personal collection stuff. Which some absolutely amazing stuff on here. Great line of rookies right here. Russell Westbrook rookie, the Bosch rookie, and then I got some great raw stuff. I got Optic, I got some Fleer, reprint, rookie reprint of Drexler. I got some great tops with the Marbury and the Tim Hardaway. Yeah, great. Oh, the Isaiah Roby, I didn't see that. That's also for sale trade box. But great haul. I'm happy with this. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. If you want to see more of my personal collection, check out the Instagram, Twitter, and Threads, where I post 3 to 5 days a week, depending on how busy I am and how many videos I release. And also I post my pickups and talk about hobby news and hobby drama and pat other people back on for their collections and post my collections and all that, and do just hobby discussion over on thehobbyboards.com, which is a great message board / forum. So go check that out. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed going on my collecting journey with me. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.